Hello, today we are covering functions, and you go to the home page, go to the bottom, and we're going to be doing this one right here, February 10th. So if you click on that, you already have probably, but the video that you see is going to be instructional videos right here, YouTube video. Okay, and then this is the assignment right here. I probably already gave it to you in class, but enough, you can click on that link. And if you need a translation, you can open this document right here. Make sure you download it so you can translate the document, okay? So that's the file right here for translating, okay? So make sure that when you do it, okay, so you got this one right here, okay? So this is the assignment. Make sure these are the questions, Sim. So this is going to match the assignment. Remember, make sure you download it, okay? So click download, and then mine is up here. Yours is going to be up there. So I open it up. And then I can do the enable editing. Okay, and then I can do the translate. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, so here's the assignment. I click on the link there, and I'm going to download that too. But you should have the paper version. Okay, so this is our assignment. Okay, so this is our assignment right here. Okay, and if you are needing translations, make sure you go back to this document over here and get that translated so you know what's going on, okay? Here's questions 1 and 2 and what we're doing. Steps in determining the domain and the range. So make sure you read this and understand this, but basically the domain represents the independent values or horizontal values. The range is the dependent. So okay, so if I go back to the document, what does that mean? So the domain, like it says, is the independent variable. If you remember, the independent variable are the ones over here. That would be t. So that is the domain, and you may want to write this here. That's a domain, and then the range is going to be right over here. So that's the range, or dt, whereas the domain is over here, horizontal. So that measures values that way for the domain. Sorry, my writing's not good. Range is up values this way, okay? So what is the domain of the trip? The domain is from the very beginning of the function to the end of the function. What values does it include? Well, you start right here and you look at the value. What's the first value? You look at the domain value, in this case, the t value. So it starts at 0, and it goes all the way to this value right here. So dot, 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 dot. And what is that? That is 14, okay? That's the domain. So that is your answer for number 1, 0 to 14, okay? So the range, what does the range do? Well, it measures the values this way, right? So again, we look at the beginning of the function starts right here. Now we look over here, and that is at when the range, or the dependent variable dt, or distance, is 0 also. So what is the maximum point? Well, the highest point, this way or that way, the highest point is right there. So that would be 13, okay? Okay, so now the next thing is, when is the car driving the fastest? Okay, make sure you understand what that means. It means the fastest, okay? Two ways to look at it. Number one, when this car is driving, this time is going up, right? Well, so is the distance at the same time. So when he goes 1 second, he goes all the way to here. For just 1 second, he goes 2, right? If he goes one other second that way, he goes up to this point right here, which is 4. So he goes up 2 every time. Here, when it's flat, there's time going by, but he's not increasing his distance. So at this point, he is stopped. He's not moving. So his rate is 0. He's not moving, right? So here, what it is, he goes 1 this way, and he goes 1 that way, so 1 and 1. So the rate is only 1 divided by 1. So the fastest one is this part right here, okay? So that's going to be from 0 seconds right here to 3 seconds right there. 0 to 3, okay? Another way you can look at it is how steep the line is. This is a steeper line. This is flat, so he's not moving. This is steep, not as steep. So this one is the steepest one, right? So here you get a flat line, 0, then you get a next line, and then the next line, and then the steeper one goes up this way, right? So this is the steeper, so that's the biggest. So this one here is the steepest too. So that's from 0 to 3. Now again, when is it not moving? Sorry, it's when it's flat. So it's from here to here, but we need the time on it. So that would be from 3 to this point right here, 7. So that's 3 to 7. Okay, so that's how you do those kind of problems. The next kind of problem is number 5. What is the rate of the car in miles per minute? Okay, so, and we also need that. Let's see if I can find my pen here. Draw, there we go. And we also need it for the whole trip. So make sure that you read questions 3 through 5 also. Make sure you're getting this right here, okay? So make sure you read this and you're translating. Okay. Now let's go back here. What I've done is I've put the formulas in here. So hold on, let me do this real quick. Okay, so I put the formula here. Rate is equal to distance divided by time, or the rate is also equal to distance divided by time, written like that, division. Okay. So what is the distance? Remember, the distance is up here. The distance is measured up here. So what is the distance? Well, we start right here, and at 0 time in seconds, or actually, is it minutes? Yeah, it's minutes per minute, not second. So here at 0 minutes, and 0 distance, miles. But then they start going up this way, and now we've gone for 3 seconds, right? And then 6 miles, but they keep going until they get all the way up here, right? So what we need to do is we need to get the distance on top. So we take this, go like that, and we see that they traveled 13 miles, okay? So then that means that's equal to 13 divided by what? By the time. Well, the time is measured down here on the horizontal axis. So we're going to go down here, and that's going to be 14 minutes, okay? Now, that would be the answer. So that's what the rate is equal to, okay? But we look at the answer choices. Well, which one of those is equal to 13 divided by 14? Well, now we got to get a calculator, right? So then we get 13 divided by 14 equals 0.928. So which one's the closest to that? Which one's the closest to this? This one is going to be the closest right here. So pick the one. It's rounded to the nearest hundredth, okay? So that's 0.93, and that's what matches. So that's how you do these questions, okay? That's a pretty easy assignment, I think, but that's how you do it. So now that you've done that, okay, we've got more practice questions on the next page. See, 6 through 10, and then 11 through 15, okay? So make sure you do those questions. And when you're done, make sure you go to enter your answers on Canvas to receive credit for completing the assignment. So you go back over to Canvas, and let me close out on this, and you would go down here and you would begin, and you already have the answers for the first 5 questions, right? So click on that, and then you can start entering your answers, okay? Whenever that one loads. Okay, that's it, guys. So basically question number 1, you put whatever your answer is, etc., okay? All right, that's it, guys.